Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to West Central High School. It's the 2023 Lincoln Trail Conference Girls Basketball Tournament. This is number 2 seeded West Central and number 3 seeded Wethersfield. The Flying Geese getting ready to do battle. We're live at West Central High School in Biggsville, Illinois. I'm Dwayne Hulett. We've got Gavin alongside on the camera. A little different angle for you tonight. We'll probably be mid-court tomorrow, but got here a little late tonight trying to make sure everything was working at the junior high to make sure they had their game there, as they have no other way to watch the game. And a travel is going to be called on West Central. That's number 10, Addie Seitz. She picks up the traveling call. It is Harley Haynes, number 3. Shelby Bowman, number 4, got a little giggle when she started as the center in the game tonight. Addie Seitz, number 10. Brooklyn Miller, number 12. And number 23, Sam Meyer. And there's a basket up and in for the Flying Geese. That was number 23, Lejea Engel. There's a 3 by Bowman off, no good. Rebound and fighting for it. We're going to call a jump ball. The rebound went to number 5. That was Paige Huffman. So on the floor for the Flying Geese, it's number 23, Lejea Engel. Number 32 is Kendall Vincent. Number 21 is Kennedy Anderson. Number 5 is Paige Huffman. And there's a 3 on the way. It's long, no good. Rebound's going to be saved in and picked up by Haynes. Back the other way it comes. Bowman pull up 3, in and out, no good. The other starter is number 13, Emerson Nelson for the Flying Geese. Flying Geese are up 2-0. I'll get that updated here. 6:38 to go here in quarter number 1. The ball's tipped around and picked up off the floor by the Flying Geese. 3 on the way, left side, no good. Rebound Seitz. She's going to outlet it to Bowman. Bowman's going to push it up the floor in a hurry. She's going to go to her right, fade away, high off the glass, no good. And a rebound, they're going to call a foul on Harley Haynes. First on the Heat, first on Haynes. Haynes has her first foul. First of the quarter on the Heat. It's still 2-0, 6:16 to go in the first quarter. 1-3-1. Haynes out on the top, and Bowman's going to get the steal. Bowman's going to go to the rack. A little crossover, Euro step, layup, good. And we're tied at 2. Bowman gets her first 2. Call a kick. It'll stay with Wethersfield. 5:58 to go in the first quarter. Haynes has the only foul of the game thus far. No timeout's been called. 3 on the way is good. Nailed it. That's a triple. A Sports Corner 3 for number 5, Paige Huffman. The senior. Oh, nice ball movement and an easy layup on the backdoor cut by Sam Meyer, and it's 5-4. $5:23 to go here in the first quarter. Down low, turnaround, off, no good. Haynes with the rebound. That was Lejea Engel on the stop. Angel, I think, actually is what it is, now that I look at it. Down low, Haynes. Haynes looks to turn, gathers it back up, has it knocked away. A foul's going to be called. It's going to be on number 13, Emerson Nelson. It'll be her first, team's first of the first quarter. 5:03 to go here in quarter number 1. You're watching the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 3 for Shelby Bowman. A Sports Corner 3, and it's 7-5 Heats. Three again on the way. That's going to go. That's going to be picked up. 5 points for Bowman thus far. And a foul maybe on Haynes. If it is, her second. It is. Foul's going to be on number 3, Harley Haynes. She'll get her second foul, team's second. At the free throw line shooting a couple is number 13, Emerson Nelson. She misses her first. Subs coming in, getting much shorter are the Heat. Number 5, Lainey Klossing checking in, the sophomore guard, replacing Haynes. Bowman's going to push it up the floor. Left hand between the legs. Going to go up top to Miller. Miller. Now it's going to be Seitz with it, and she gets hammered, knocked away, gathers it back up. Goes over to Bowman. 4:21. Timeout on the floor. Going to be charged to the Heat. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break as well, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to West Central High School, Biggsville, Illinois, the Lincoln Trail Conference Girls Basketball Tournament. It's the Flying Geese of Wethersfield and the Heat of West Central. West Central hosting this year's Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament. 4:21 remaining in the first quarter. As you can see, the Heat up 7-5 here at the high school gym. Game going on at the elementary gym as that pass from Bowman intended for Seitz, a little tall and went off of Seitz's fingertips out of bounds. It'll go to the Flying Geese. A chance to tie or take a lead here with 4:08 remaining in the first quarter. It's on the hands of number 32, Kendall Vincent. Down low, kicked out. 3 on the way, left side, off no good. Rebound, I believe that's number 13, Nelson. Foul's going to be on Shelby Bowman. Her first, team's third. First one by Emerson Nelson, off no good. So Bowman picks up her first foul. Second one is good. 1 point game. Bowman with it near the sideline. 3:45 left. First quarter here. Bowman, drive, fade away, off no good. Ball's on the floor. And a couple of Flying Geese fight over it. Bowman somehow comes up with it. Step back, looks at the three, doesn't take it. Picks up her dribble, goes across court. That is in the hands of Miller now. Now up top it goes to Klossing. Now to Bowman again. 3:10 left here in the first quarter. Bowman 3, step back, no good. Thrown up after the rebound by Meyer. And she lost her balance, had to do something with it. Foul's going to be on number 5, Lainey Klossing, her first, team's fourth. That will put the Flying Geese in the bonus the rest of the way. 3:02 remaining here in the first quarter, 7-6. Again, just 5 fouls to get into the bonus, but it's per quarter, and everything is 2 free throws. No 1-and-1s in high school in Illinois any longer. Long shot off, no good. Nelson with the rebound. Nice pass. Let's see who the number was to make that shot. That was number 21, Kennedy Anderson, with the bucket. And a 1-point lead for the Flying Geese. Down in the corner. That shot partially blocked, I think, off the hand. I don't have number 30 for the Heat on my lineup, so we'll have to see if we can figure out who that is. Somebody from West Central's watching. Tell me who number 30 is for West Central. Bowman. And a foul is going to be called on Kennedy Anderson. Her first, team second. Bowman, long three, good. Her second Sports Corner three. She has 8 points of the 10. Sam Meyer has 2 as well. 10-8 is the score. 1:50 remaining in the first quarter. Down in the corner. Back on a give and go. Shot is blocked on the floor. It's picked up. And then I believe foul's going to be on Kennedy Anderson. We'll wait and see for sure. It is on Anderson, her second, team's third. .139 remaining here in the first quarter. Down in the corner it comes. Sights 3. Low line drive gets stuck in the there. One of the players, I believe from the boys team for West Central, comes out and knocks it out of the basket. That's a jump ball. It'll stay with West Central. That was a shot, a line drive shot by Addie Seitz, the junior guard. She'll inbound it now after the jump ball with the ball stuck between the rim and the backboard. Into Bowman it comes. Nearly steps out of bounds. She uses every inch of the court. Seitz says, I'll try it again. A little more arch on that one, but that was hard off front iron, no good. Rebound to Angel, and she walks it back the other way. 1:10. Nelson with it. Left side 3. Long. Got nothing but the pad on the backside of the backboard after it went over the rim. Bowman, a little hesitation dribble. Crossover. Going to try and drive baseline. She does. Puts up the reverse layup. It's good. Good ball handling skills for the senior from West Central. She's got 10 in the first quarter. It's 43 seconds remaining, 12-8 the score. The Heat with the 4-point lead. The Heat much, and there's a 3 off the hand of Lena Scott. And Bowman lofts one up. Chance to take a lead here. Step back 3 again. It's off, no good. Rebound tipped around right into the hands of and then onto the floor hard goes Meyer, and Meyer holds her head, but she's going to hop right back up. Foul's going to be on number 13, Emerson Nelson. She'll pick up her second foul. Team foul number 4 of the quarter. Both teams have 4. 7.2 seconds remain. Bowman's going to have it on the inbound. 5 seconds left. Expect it to stay in her hand, I would imagine, unless she's going to loft it up from the 10-foot line. Off the right side, no good. That's how quarter number 1 comes to an end. It's 12-11. The hosting West Central Heat lead by 1 after the first 8 minutes. We'll be back with the second quarter here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back to West Central High School in Biggsville, Illinois. I'm Dwayne Hulett, Gavin alongside as TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, bringing you coverage of the Lincoln Trail Girls Basketball Tournament. The Lincoln Trail Conference being hosted by West Central High School. Of course, they're playing games in the elementary gym that's attached here as well. Right now, this is the game between the number 2 seeded West Central Heat and the number 3 seeded Flying Geese of Wethersfield. And 1 seed separates them and 1 point separates them as we start the second quarter. And a steal and a foul to start the second quarter. It's going to be on the Flying Geese. It's going to be on number 10 for Wethersfield. That is Cora Hodge, her first, team's first of the second quarter. It'll be West Central basketball. Bowman with it. Fights through the defense, gets to the rack, puts the shot up and in. She dribbled through 4 players to get the bucket. She's got 12 for the Heat. Shot off, no good. Bowman with it on her hand, brings it down the floor, crossover. She's got 1 foul. She's going to go up top, Seitz. Seitz looks at the 3, comes down to Haynes, who's back in the game with 2 fouls. Her turnaround jumper's off, no good. Back the other way, it goes on the hands of Angel. Angel now. 3 up, off, no good. Bowman with another rebound. She's just sitting on the far side of those 3s from the left side, and she's just picking up rebound after rebound for West Central. That's her 3rd or 4th from that exact same spot as she gave it to Seitz. Now back to Haynes from Bowman. She can't get the fall, but I believe second foul of the quarter going to be called on Cora Hodge. We'll wait to be sure. It is on Hodge. It's her second, team's second of the quarter. Haynes will be at the free throw line shooting 2. Harley Haynes. Wears number 3. She's a junior. Pretty good volleyball player in her own right. 6:47 to go. She hits the first. Haynes has 2 fouls. That's her first point. And she hits the second. Five-point lead, I believe, is the large. Oh, what a rebound down there. That is number 5, Paige Huffman, getting her first 2 points of the game. A little offensive glass work there for Huffman. Good to see Meyer still in the game. She got knocked down, and Bowman ran out of bounds on her own. You might have been able to hear the official talking. She ran out of bounds on her own, didn't get forced out, so when she came back in, was the first to touch it after that. And that is a no-no, a turnover. And back to the Flying Geese, down by 3 with 6:10 to go here in the first half. And Seitz with the steal. Bowman's going to bring it middle floor. No, bounce it back left. Pull up 3 in transition, nails it. A sports corner 3 for Shelby Bowman, and she has 15 points to lead all scorers. Well, I guess that's, and now she gets a steal. She's going to push it back the other way. A little crossover. Layup, good. 17 points. And that went off of Seitz, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Flying Geese. 5:30, largest lead of the game, 8 points for the Heat, 21-13. Shelby Bowman has over 2,000 points as a Heat player in her career. Just adding to the number as she goes along here. There's a rebound for West Central into the hands of Lainey Clossy. Now it's going to be outletted by Seitz to Bowman. Bowman going to be counted out. She's got to break the distance. Barely got rid of it. Down to Meyer. Meyer's shot short. Rebound by Angel, and back the other way it comes. Long two, no good. Rebound by the Flying Geese, knocked out of bounds by Haynes, though. Going over there to get that was Lena Scott. Timeout charge to the Heat. It's a full timeout. Be their second of the quarter. We'll take a break, or second of the half. We'll take a break as well. 4:36 remaining. In the second quarter, it's 21-13. Heat with the lead. We'll be right back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
And welcome back to West Central High School here in Biggsville, Illinois. The 2023 Lincoln Trail Conference Girls Basketball Tournament here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Gavin's alongside on the camera. He's getting his first action that is not ESPN Plus coverage, as he's doing some inline stuff for us here, as that's where we set up tonight. Got here a little late trying to make sure everything was good in the junior high gym. Want to thank Will and Peyton over there doing those games for us tonight as well. So we got 2 sets of games going for you, and we'll do it again tomorrow night, and we'll do it again on Saturday. Wyatt Reed will be doing the games on Saturday. Harley Haynes is going to pick up her 3rd foul. That was a cheap one out at the 3-point line, but it's a foul nonetheless, and she is going to go back to the bench. And it didn't reset the fouls, did it? It did not. It's the first on the Heat. 3 on the way. Good. That time a Sports Corner 3 off the hands of Paige Huffman. She's got 5. Back to a 5-point game, and that was a shot by number 5. A lot of 5s involved there. Seitz with it with 4:02 remaining, nearing the halfway point of quarter number 4. Down low to Meyer. Meyer puts the shot up. Nice look. Can't finish. Gets the rebound. Puts it back up. It's blocked by Angel, and it's going to be taken away by Emerson Nelson. Back the other way it goes. 3:47 to go. Nelson comes up top to Vincent. Called her name much of late. Angel corner 3, no good. Tipped, and Bowman's going to pick up her 2nd foul. First free throw by Emerson Nelson is good. She is 2 for 5. Second one's off, no good. Rebound by Angel, and Seitz is going to pick up a foul, I do believe. It is going to be on number 10, Addie Seitz, her first, team's 3rd. And this time at the free throw line is going to be number 23, LaJaya Angel, who has 2 points on the night. Give her 3. Flying Geese putting points on the board without wasting any time on the clock. 3:34 remaining. Second one's off, no good. And a foul's going to be called on the rebound. I think it's going to be on Emerson Nelson. Nope. 32, it is on Kendall Vincent, her first, team's 3rd. 3:30 remaining here in the first half. It was an 8-point lead. Now it's 4, a 4-0 run for the Flying Geese. Every time West Central has opened up a bit of a lead, the Flying Geese have come soaring back. And a turnover is going to give it back to the Flying Geese with 3:15 remaining. Miley Stimson is number 30. Thank you, Jessica Winters. I greatly appreciate that. I'll jot that down. She's not on the roster. Yes, the team in black is Wethersfield. That is correct. And it's down to a 1-point game. Miley Stimson is in the game. As Haynes is out with 3 fouls with 2:35 to go in the first half. Seitz tries to get it to Bowman and threw it out of bounds. Another turnover and a chance to take a lead for Wethersfield, the Flying Geese. Taking it up the court will be Lena Scott into the corner. Stimson down there. Going to come out to Vincent. Now to Scott. 2:15 left. And a turnover to the Heat. I'm not really sure what she was trying to do there. I think she was trying to get it to Angel, but overshot the pass right into the hands of a waiting Heat defender. 1:56 left in the first half. 3 on the way. Corner 3 is good by Addie Seitz. She has her first 3, and the drought ends for the Heat. 24-20 now, and trying to answer, can't do it. Rebound on the floor, bounces around. Going to be finally picked up by Klossing. No, that's not Klossing down there. That was Stimson. She loses it. Now Nelson for 3, top of the key. It's in and out, no good. And a foul, I think, on Seitz possibly down there. It is on Seitz. That'll be her second. Team foul number 4. First free throw for Angel is good. LaJaya Angel. Hits the first one. 24-21. And the second one is off, no good. Rebound by the Flying Geese, though. 3 on the way, Huffman. That is Paige Huffman, her second Sports Corner 3. She's got 8, and we're tied at 24. Bowman with it. 3, good for Shelby Bowman at Sports Corner 3. She's got 20 here in the first half. 48 seconds remaining. Now another 3 back the other way, off, no good. Tipped around, dropped down by the Geese. Huffman with it. Man, a lot of smacking and slapping down low. 30 seconds left. Ball tipped around. Picked up, given to Bowman. That was Miller who came up with it. Bowman's going to go to the rack. She's going to be fouled. Can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the free throw line. Shooting 2. We'll see who they call the foul on. It's team foul number 4 on the Flying Geese. It's going to be on number 1, Lena Scott, her first. Team's 4th. 21.7 seconds remaining. Yeah, number 21 is Kennedy Anderson. Did I call her something else, Amanda? If I did, I apologize. Oh, I've been calling her Emerson Nelson, didn't I? I apologize. Emerson's 13. I was looking at hair, not number. I'm sorry, Amanda. Both of them good for Shelby Bowman. She's got 22 now. 3 on the way, off, no good. 8 seconds. Bowman with it. 7 seconds. She's going to go three-pointer, right side, off left. And Huffman's going to loft it baseball style, and it's going to be no good. That's how the first half comes to an end. I apologize, Amanda. You are correct. Number 21 is Kennedy Anderson. I was looking at hair and not at number. I apologize. So Emerson Nelson is number 13. Kennedy Anderson is number 21. 29-24, the score at the half. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a bit here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
I enjoy working at MDH because it's a smaller hospital.
It's just a great environment to be in.
These people are amazing and my boss is amazing.
We help each other out. It makes the working environment more enjoyable compared to other places I've worked at.
It's not just like the people that I work with, but everyone in this hospital. They're all very friendly, very kind, very receptive to outsiders and new people.
You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you, and we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family, and sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
I believe our departments here are very cohesive because we are a relatively small community. So not only do we know each other through our professional roles at McDonough District Hospital, but we very much see each other in the community as well. And so I think we have a strong respect for one another, our diversity in backgrounds, but yet all coming together for one common goal, and that's strong patient care.
Working in the emergency room is different from any other part of the hospital because I do a lot of hands-on patient care in a very high-paced, high-energy setting. You see anywhere from a stubbed toe all the way to really intense patients like cardiac arrest, so it's a huge learning environment. We never see the same thing twice, even if they come in with the same complaint. There's always an opportunity to learn, even with your stubbed toe patients.
In the emergency department, if you want to really use your nursing skills and your critical thinking at work, ER is definitely for a new grad. Working here just for the past couple months as an actual nurse, I've used a lot of my nursing skills I've learned in nursing school, and I've used a lot of my critical thinking skills. It just makes me feel good about myself, being able to help people that need help, that need to be taken care of.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. So that's probably what I think is most unique. We have a lot of travelers that come here and they're like, oh my gosh, you guys get to do that? Or wow, you get to see that? And I'm just used to the, level 4 and 5 and the more what we would classify as the more simpler patients, not the more complex and in-depth patients. So I think that's what's the most interesting part.
Working in acute makes it so special is the bond that each of us share. We all have a close-knit bond, especially with the ones that I started working out with when I first became a nurse, and the teamwork is tremendous.
Working on acute care as a new graduate would be a great learning experience. We see a wide variety of patients, surgicals, orthopedics, general medical, heart failure, diabetes. It's a wide variety that gives you a lot to learn from. Your basic nursing skills that you learned in nursing school will be used on acute care with all the different patient population, and to put what you've learned in a skills lab to practice with your patient population.
We have a great team of nurses that work in home care. Sometimes in home care we get into some situations where the level of care is very high at home and there's a lot of resources needed, and just setting up a total plan to meet the patient's needs, that's where the nurses need some help. They can care for the patients extremely well. Nurses who work in home care will tell you one of the biggest satisfiers about being a home care nurse is the variety of patients that you see. In one day's time, you may visit a person who has a chronic respiratory illness, then a person who is a cardiac patient, then a wound, and then maybe a new ostomy. So the skill set is a varied skill set, but that's also the same thing that really entices some nurses, because they feel like they are always learning and they're getting to use many, many skills and not just in one specialized area.
I do pre-op and post-op in the surgery department, and what makes it special is we get a lot of one-on-one time with our patients when they're awake, and I guess when they're asleep too, but more importantly when they're awake. I get to hear their stories, who they are. I'm not from this area, so it's really interesting for me to have that one-on-one time with them. So yeah, I think that's what makes it most special. The thing about surgery, especially at MDH, you know, a lot of our surgeries are outpatient. So we're scheduled 7 to 3:30. So typically we're here early in the morning and then we leave by 3:30. So it's nice, 8-hour shift, Monday through Friday. We get our holidays off and weekends off usually.
I chose surgery because I really liked human anatomy. That was one of my favorite classes. During nursing school, I got to observe a couple different surgical procedures, and I just loved it. So in surgery, you have to have a lot of teamwork because there's many different areas that are providing care for the same patient. Surgery, you don't learn that in school. Like you learn everything on the job. So when you're starting out with nursing, like you're fresh, you don't have, you know, like you're just in a sponge ready to absorb. And I think surgery is the perfect place for that.
ICU is special because the patients are a lot more ill than they would be on acute care, but you also have lower patient load. So it allows you to really focus in on each patient's care and be able to really take your time with, you know, the drips and whatever the treatment plan is. The excitement about coming to work every day is absolutely, you don't know what's going to be here when you get here.
It takes a special person to be able to jump right in and dive into ICU from the get-go. I mean, I've seen people do it. I've worked with great nurses that have done it, but in my experience, I enjoyed working in acute care, getting my experience, and then cross-training as soon as I can. You know, don't be scared to volunteer and say, I'll do that, let me cross-train. Don't be scared to do that. Just always be willing to experience different things.
I think my favorite part about being in staff development is being able to mentor and collaborate with all the staff, getting to know all the faces of all the staff and be able to work with them to watch their growth. Also knowing how to educate, being able to educate in different ways. You know, people learn differently. Some people are going to learn more auditory, some people are going to need to do more of the hands-on tactile skills. So just being able to adapt that orientation to be able to provide the education where they're going to get the most out of it. I think the biggest thing is being a resource for our staff throughout the orientation, as well as, you know, we're still there as a continued resource throughout their whole employment to be able to continue their education.
OB is the best job I've ever had, probably the toughest job I've ever had, just because it can change on a dime. Everything can be going fine and then all of a sudden it's not. And you have to be prepared for that, and you have to be prepared to care for 2 patients at once, one that you can see and one that you can't see. I've had my babies here. I've had one of my babies in this room almost 14 years ago. It's just an incredible amount of teamwork that goes on. It's an incredible amount of trust, and most of the time it's fun to see a new person come into the world and, you know, celebrate with those parents.
OB is exciting, and you never know what can happen and what can walk in the door, but at the same time you get to really give total holistic care in OB, as in you get to really see the emotional side of patients, and then you also get to help them physically too, so it's just a really good feeling. I look forward to having my babies here someday because I know that my coworkers / good friends are going to take amazing care of me, and I know the providers will completely support me and my baby as well.
We hope that future nurses of MDH will choose us, and those who are already here will want to continue on because we have such a
And cut that a little short. Welcome back here. Second half action underway. He'd have the basketball to start the second half. It is quarter number 3. And what are they going to call? Jump ball. It'll be Flying Geese basketball as we are underway here in the third quarter. I'd tell you the stats, but as Amanda pointed out, I think I may have given some of the points to the wrong player. I know that Paige Huffman has 8 for the Flying Geese. Lena Scott has 3 There was a 3 off the hand, and then Nelson puts the rebound back up. It's off the hand of Anderson, and then now another jump ball. 4 players down there, Seitz and Miller for the Heat. I believe it was maybe Huffman and Anderson down there for the Flying Geese. Nonetheless, another jump ball. Both teams have a turnover with a jump ball. Step back 3 for Bowman. It's off no good. Rebound Miller. Long 2 for Haynes, who's back in the game. Rebound down there by Sam Meyer, the senior forward. Foul's going to be called on number 13, Emerson Nelson. That'll be her 3rd, team's first of the 3rd quarter. Bowman for 3, wide open, hits the Sports Corner 3. She has 25 points. That's her 4th or 5th 3. Corner 3, Huffman. No good. Tipped. Angel comes down with it. She's going to do a little Euro step. Hard off the glass and good. LaJaya Angel has 6 unofficially. It's 32-26. Bowman 3. Going to go off of Meyer, out of bounds. Going to go back to the Flying Geese with 6:19 to go in the 3rd quarter. Kennedy Anderson brings it up on the dribble. Right side, it goes to Kendall Vincent. She skips it down to Angel. Angel's looks, spins, nice little move. That's a double dribble. Yep. She brought it up. She didn't mean to. She did a pretty good job of trying to hide it as far as that goes. She didn't mean to. She brought it up to go to the basket and lost it. It fell back down. She picked it right back up, but that is, by definition, a double dribble, unfortunately, for LaJaya Angel. And there's a pass intended for Sam Meyer, out of bounds, and a turnover back to the Flying Geese as the teams are having some dueling turnovers here early in quarter number 3. 5:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. 32-26 is the score. Anderson down to Nelson, out to Angel. 3 left elbow good, or 2 from the left elbow is good. She's got 8 unofficially. All 4 of her team's points here in the 2nd half. Bowman down to Haynes. Haynes turn around, blocked. I believe that was Nelson on the block and ends up in Bowman's hand. She goes across to Meyer. Meyer puts the shot up, count it, and a foul. Basket's good for Sam Meyer. She'll be at the free throw line to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. I believe it's going to be on Huffman. It is on Paige Huffman, her first, team's 2nd of the 3rd quarter. Free throws off, no good. Miller has 4. Down in the corner it comes to Vincent. 4:51 to go. Right elbow, that time Angel didn't take it. Miller nearly had a steal as the Heat doing a good job trying to get into the passing lanes on the wings. Now, Kennedy Anderson. Kennedy Anderson goes. She's going to draw the foul. She'll have a couple free throws coming. Fouls on Seitz. That'll be her 3rd. First of the 2nd half on the Heat. First free throw by Kennedy Anderson is good. Second one coming. It's off, no good. Rebound to Seitz. He gets it to Bowman with 4:30 remaining. 34-29 is the score. Seitz getting harassed by Vincent out there, and they're going to call a carry on Addie Seitz. It'll be a turnover again. A couple subs coming in. Going to be number 1, Lena Scott, and number 10, Cora Hodge, replacing Emerson Nelson and Paige Huffman for the Flying Geese. Looks like Klossing getting ready to come in for the Heat. Angel turns. Seitz was there. Hodge gives it to Angel. 3:55 left. Vincent has had a couple maybe chances. She could have taken some threes, hasn't done it. And now a jump ball is going to be called. Oh, they're going to call a travel first on Angel. It was going to be a jump ball on the near side on the inline official, but a travel called first by the side judge on the far side, and it's a turnover. Bowman will take it the other way for the Heat. Now 3:45 to go in the third quarter. Heat lead by 5, 34-29. And another turnover. Vincent gets the steal that time. And now Bowman gets a hand on it, nearly got the steal. It's going to come out to Hodge. Hodge back to Scott down low. Kennedy Anderson gets the bucket. Unofficially her 5th point. Timeout. Or a sub as Myers going to come out of the game. Klossing comes in. Did Coach come out there and get a contact? Is that what I just saw? It was. How on earth did he just see that contact laying out there on the floor? That's some good eyes there, Coach Klossing. Or lucky. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of both. 3:15 to go in the third quarter. Seitz with it. 3:10 remaining now. Klossing has it kicked. It'll stay with the Heat. I believe that was Kennedy Anderson who got her foot on it. 34-31. 3-point lead for the Heat. 3:05 to go in the third quarter. Haynes has been in foul trouble a lot. That was well hard off the glass, and now a jump ball is going to be called. Possession of the Flying Geese is not a turnover, as there was a shot and a rebound. So 2:58 left here in the third quarter. Wiley Stimson back in the game for the Heat as well. Haynes has 3 fouls, has to be careful taking those swings at things. Kennedy Anderson runs into Seitz. Vincent can't finish. Bowman comes away with it after the block. She pulls up 3. It's hard off the iron, no good. Rebound Klossing. Klossing gets it to Seitz. Lainey Klossing is a sophomore guard, and a foul is going to be called. Is it going to be on Bowman or is it going to be on Kennedy Anderson? I think it's going to be on Bowman. It is. Bowman's going to pick up her 3rd foul. Two fouls apiece. Kennedy Anderson goes, and Seitz is going to pick up her 4th. She's going to get the blocking foul. Addie Seitz has 4 fouls now with 2:20 to go in the third quarter. A couple free throws coming again for Kennedy Anderson. First one is no good. Coming into the game for the Heat, number 35 is Kaylee Mills, a freshman forward. Second one off, no good as well. So the Heat have gotten much, much younger with Seitz going to the bench. Bowman's going to finish in a foul. Count it. Foul's going to be on Kennedy Anderson. That's her 3rd. Basket's good. And a free throw good as well. 27. Make it 28 for Bowman. Haynes with the rebound on the missed shot. And now Kennedy Anderson is going to pick up foul number 4. And the Flying Geese fans are less than impressed with that call. It's the 4th foul on the Geese. So the Heat will be in the bonus for the last 2:01. So one player on each team with 4 fouls now here in the third quarter. Haynes has not played a lot tonight because she's been in foul trouble throughout the game. And now a foul is going to be called. That might be on Hodge. We'll see. It is on Cora Hodge. That'll be her 3rd foul. And a bonus situation coming for the Heat. And number 4, Shelby Bowman. She'll have 2 free throws. She's unofficially 3 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Make her 4 for 4. Trying to get to point number 30 here in the third quarter. You're having a good night when you average 10 points per 8-minute quarter. She missed that one. I jinxed her. 1:44 to go in the third quarter. 3 for 4 from the free throw line is Bowman. Huffman going to try to answer with a 3, and she will. Paige Huffman has her 3rd Sports Corner 3. She's got 11 points. It's 38-34. Bowman. 1:21 remaining. Down to Haynes. Haynes turns around, forces it up. Angel with the block. Now back the other way. Pull up. 10-foot jumper off, no good. Rebound into Mills. Now to Bowman. 1:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Fadeaway jumper good for Shelby Bowman. She's got 31. Angel trying to drive on Mills, backs it out, now goes in. Stimson and Mills are both there. Shot up, off, no good. Mills with the rebound. Haynes to Bowman, back the other way, 40 seconds remain. Bowman's going to go all the way in. Left-handed layup, up and good, counted, and a foul for Bowman. Her 2nd old-fashioned three-point play attempt coming here in the third quarter. We'll see who the foul's on. The foul is on number 1, Lena Scott. Her 2nd. Free throw's good. 34 points with 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Three on the way by Scott, off, no good. Angel with the rebound. Bowman steals it away. 23 seconds. Back the other way she goes. She's going to beat everybody down the floor again. Put the shot up and in. Shelby Bowman flat taking over the contest. She's got 36 of her team's 45 points with 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's a 9-point lead, largest lead of the game. And a foul going to be called on Mills, I believe. Angel will be at the free throw line. It is on Mills, her first, team's 3rd. First free throw good. Unofficially 9 points. Now 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Second one good as well. Haynes just picked up her 4th foul. Or no. Who was that foul on? It's on Bowman. Bowman has 4. Shelby Bowman has her 4th foul. That's foul. Inbound to Angel, corner. Pull up, shot, off, no good. That's the end of the third quarter. 45-36. Scoreboard not updating for me here. We'll see if we can get it to update as we end the third quarter. There it did. 45-36. The Heat had it to double digits for a few moments, but the biggest takeaway from quarter number 3 is Shelby Bowman with 4 fouls entering the final 8 minutes for the Heat. Bowman has 36 of her team's 45 points here tonight. She has not sat down, but she's picked up a couple quick fouls at a time. It's been 2 and then 2. And the last one was on a box out on a free throw attempt. And it's going to be huge here if something would happen to Shelby Bowman in this final 8 minutes. 9 points the lead for the Heat. Kennedy Anderson has 4 as well for the Flying Geese. Addie Seitz, who's back in the game, has 4 for the Heat also. Haynes has 3. Cora Hodge has 3 and Emerson Nelson have 3 for the Flying Geese. Seitz down to Haynes. Haynes going to come back out to Seitz. Going to give it to Bowman with 7:33 remaining. She's going to go to Meyer. Meyer shot off, no good. Clausing can't get the rebound. Angel with it. And Kennedy Anderson gets the bucket. She's got 7. .707 remaining. So the Heat look content to try to run some time, and they call a 5-second violation of dribbling. She did not break the distance. You have to break that 5-foot gap. She didn't do it, according to the officials, and that's a turnover for the Heat. She's been in that count a lot tonight. She carries the ball, dribbles the ball a bunch, but she just does not break the distance. That's going to go off of Vincent out of bounds to the Heat. She's a good ball handler. She's just so good. She doesn't feel the pressure, so she doesn't really back that distance away or try to break pressure like you see a lot of players do. So Shelby Bowman kind of stays in that 5-second range a whole lot more. As a shot off, no good. Going to be picked up by Clausing, out to Seitz, right side. And a foul is going to be called on Vincent. And again, our fouls didn't reset. That's the first of the quarter. Second on Kendall Vincent. Full timeout charged to the Flying Geese. We'll take one as well. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
Welcome back to West Central High School, Biggsville, Illinois. 6:31 to go here in The fourth quarter, the Heat with the basketball and the lead in a battle of seed number 2 versus number 3. Bowman with the basketball. Gives it to Haynes. Pump fake. Goes to the rack. Can't finish. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. Can't finish again. Puts it back up again. And gets it to fall. The third time's the charm for Harley Haynes. It's back to a 9-point game. 3, Paige Huffman. In and out, no good. Haynes goes high for the rebound. Brings it down. Vincent is there. Bowman now pushes it back the other way. Under 6 minutes to go. Clausen with it, back to Bowman. Oh, nice pass down to Meyer from Bowman. Meyer's going to have it blocked by Angel. Back the other way it comes. 5:40 left. Vincent with it. Tipped by Clausen. Clausen's going to go back the other way. Give it to Bowman. Bowman, the running layup off, no good. The up and under move by Bowman falls a little short. 5:25 to go. Bowman has unofficially 36 points. Haynes just got another 2. Now Haynes with a steal. Haynes has 4. Bowman off balance. Shot is good. Make it 38. Bowman can't foul, and Kennedy Anderson went right around her. Anderson gets her 11th. Bowman, again, not breaking the 5-foot barrier, finally does. Now down to Haynes. Haynes goes in, puts the shot up. Foul's going to be called on LaJaya Angel, her first. Team's second of the quarter. Haynes misses the first free throw. Sub coming in is going to be number 13, Emerson Nelson. Haynes missed them both, but Clausen got the rebound. To Haynes. And a foul is going to be called on Lana Scott, her third. Team foul number 3 for the Flying Geese. The Heat have yet to have a foul called on them. A timeout called by the Heat. It's a full timeout. They'll have 2 timeouts remaining. Flying Geese unofficially have 4 timeouts remaining. The foul on Scott was her third, as I said. .429 left here in the fourth quarter. The Heat have led for most of this. They've led the entire second half, but the Flying Geese have gotten close a few times here in the second half, have not been able to ever tie or take the lead, but have closed the gap to 2, I believe, a couple times in the third quarter. But Shelby Bowman really took control late in the third quarter. She has unofficially 38 points of the 49 for the Heat. It's 4:29 left here in the basketball game. Bowman has 4 fouls. Haynes has 3. Seitz has 4 for the Heat. Haynes has it knocked away. She can dribble again. They're going to call 3 seconds on Sam Meyer, a turnover. Back to the Flying Geese. Down by 9, 4:20 left in the basketball game. Down in the corner it comes. Anderson drives around the 2 players with 4 fouls. Can't finish, though. Now Scott's going to put up the triple. It's off, no good. Bowman with the rebound, and she'll push it back the other way with 4:05 remaining. She puts the shot up and in. Flirting with the possibility of a charge, but she was able to thread the needle. She's got 40. Now Bowman takes it back the other way after the steal. It's 51-40. Now she's going to bounce on a fadeaway. Got 42. That's a 13-point lead, largest lead of the game for the Heat. And Angel's going to get the bucket to fall, and officially she's got 12. And a steal. Anderson puts it up and in. She's got 13. And just like that, it's a 53-44 lead. Timeout called by Coach Klossing. 32nd timeout. The Heat have one timeout remaining, up by 9 with 53-4 to score. 53-44, 2:59 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Welcome back to West Central High School in Biggsville, Illinois. As we get ready to go here. Final 2:59 of this one. It's been a good one. 53-44 is the score. Haynes with it. Long two. It's off, no good. Angel with the rebound, and Anderson is wide open, but a late pass, and Bowman was able. Bowman gets called for the carry. She kept her hand on top of it, but it kind of looked like she palmed it against her forearm, and I think that's what got the turnover call. Kennedy Anderson with it as the Heat expand the defense now a little bit. Bowman with a steal. She's going to push it back the other way. To the rack she goes, puts the shot up and in. 44 points. Foul is going to be on number 5. That is Lainey Klossing, her second, team's first. Nobody stops the ball. And Addie Seitz is going to foul out on a blocking call as the official didn't think she got into position. That'll be foul number 5 on Addie Seitz. She'll end the game with 3 points. Second foul of the quarter for the Heat. Miley Stimson checks in for West Central. 2:15 left. 2 free throws coming for Kennedy Anderson. She's unofficially got 13 points, make it 14 after the made free throw there. I think I gave a free throw or 2 to Emerson Nelson of hers in the first half. That's what Amanda Rusk was pointing out. I don't know which 2 they were or if they were all of them. I don't remember. Second one's good as well. She's got 15. Timeout on the floor. I believe that's going to be called by the Flying Geese. We'll take a break as well and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to West Central High School, Biggsville, Illinois. Timeout on the floor. And we'll take a 2:15 left, 55-46 the score. Flying Geese took that timeout. It did not go off the board, though. We'll see if we do our little update thing. There it goes. They come out in a full court press, do the Wethersfield Flying Geese. Bowman can't get it in. Finally does get it into Meyer. Now it's going to be Bowman with it. She's triple teamed. She's going to drive down and blocked. Shot back up and in. Bowman has 46 points. Angel shot off, no good. Tipped into the hands of Anderson. It'll fall. Unofficially 17 for her. Kennedy Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her 5th. So each team now have one player fouling out. Team foul number 4. Paige Huffman. Paige Huffman will check in. Kennedy Anderson, who's played a good game, had 17 points. 5. Sam Meyer is going to pick up the foul, I believe. Yes, Sam Meyer picks up the foul. Be her first foul. Team foul number 3. Shot off, no good. Bowman with it on the dribble. 1:30, 90 seconds remaining. She splits the defenders. Drops it off, hard off the glass. Haynes has it. Out to Bowman, and Haynes is going to be fouled. Not sure if that's Scott down there that might pick that up or who's going to get it. It is going to be Scott. Lana Scott gets her 4th foul. The 2 free throw bonus coming here with the 5th foul for Haynes. Her team up 57-48, and I'm not sure why these points are not going on the scoreboard. First free throw's off, no good. Second one is good. 10-point game, 1:15 remaining. Haynes is going to knock that one away on a pass from Angel to Vincent. Good job getting into the passing lane. Timeout for Huffman to tie a shoe. 1:13 remains. It's a 10-point game. Flying Geese trail by 10, have the basketball, though. They need to make something happen in a hurry. Angel, 3, left wing, off, no good. Stimson with the rebound, gives it to Bowman. And Vincent picks up the foul. Bowman's going to walk the other end and shoot a couple free throws. 106. I probably just jinxed her, but I'm going to tell you that that's probably not the player you want to foul in this game. She's got 46 of the team's 58 points. First one's good. Second one, good as well. 12-point game, 1 minute remaining. Scott, jumper off, no good. Sam Meyer with the rebound. Bowman with it now, 52 seconds left. And she does break the 5-second barrier that time. Been a little more conscious of it. Meyer with it, 10-foot jumper, good. Unofficially 8 points for Meyer. 62-48. 25 seconds left. Angel with it. Could have been a block call there, no foul called. Haynes with it, 15 seconds left. And I would imagine that's how it's going to end. 6-5-4-3, and this is going to be over at 62-48, the final. The West Central Heat on their home court get the win. We'll take a quick break, look at some stats when we come back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. The final, 62-48.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Welcome back to West Central High School. Some unofficial stats. These are very unofficial because, as it was pointed out, I kind of messed them up, especially for the Flying Geese of Wethersfield. 48, I believe, is correct. She scored as many points as Wethersfield did by herself. Shelby Bowman, 48 points. Seven of 8 free throw shooting in the basketball game. Seven points for Meyer. No, excuse me. 6 points for Meyer. 3 points for Addie Seitz, and 5 points, I believe, would be correct for Harley Haynes. For the Flying Geese, Kennedy Anderson, 17 points, unofficially to lead the way. 12 points for LaJaya Angel, 4 points for Paige, or 11 points for Paige Huffman, 2 points for Emerson Nelson, 3 points for Lana Scott, and that's all we got. So, the two teams playing for the championship on Saturday night will be Anawan, the number 1 seed, and the number 2 seed, West Central, here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. That will be the 5:30 contest on Saturday. That means that Princeville and Wethersfield will be playing the 2:30 game here at the 4 p.m. game here at the high school. We'll find out who's playing the other games a little bit later. But that's going to do it here from West Central High School. The final, 62-48. You've been watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll see you tomorrow night.